This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We're now at the cleavage, also known as Kløfta, and behind me here you see Tesla Model S Plaid. And in this video I'm going to do an extensive noise test, acceleration test and braking test. Mainly focus on the noise test because this car has active noise cancelling. I think it's the only car, or very few of them, that has active noise cancelling. So first I have to show you guys, this might be the new starting position at cleavage. So we see we have soon opening Kempower from Recharge, or Recharge from Kempower, whatever. Huh? 14 Kempower stalls. Yes, Kempower for the win. Yeah, and then on the other side there you have the Tesla supercharger and also a NIO swap station. I'm not sure if it's open yet. And then the NIO, they also have their own chargers, plus mere chargers over there. Yeah, so that side is quite massive. So this side here is also going to be, well, not as massive. Okay, whatever. You guys didn't come here for this one. Let's show you here. Voila! I present you the yoke. So, okay, here's the setup. I have a camera mounted here. I took the microphone off, unlike the one I'm using right now. They are quite identical. And this one has a stereo microphone and it's mounted right on the headrest area where the active noise cancelling is supposed to work. So this one also I have set, let me show here, let me see. Normally I don't show you guys this, it's kind of almost behind the scene. So you see you can have it on automatic or manual. So I set it to manual 60. And this one is going to be recording the sound. Normally I don't bother doing this, but we will do it because of the active noise cancelling. And then I have this measuring tool here. It can record data. Yeah, you see. So I'll also be measuring right around here at the same time I do it. And then if you look, let's say, look here. Well, in order to access the sound noise cancelling, you have to go here. You have to be in one of the music apps, either this one or whatever. And then here in the under equalizer, a little bit here, options, you have here where it says active road noise reduction. People just call it ANC, active noise cancelling. And what is calibrating? What? Dude, how long am I going to calibrate? Well, okay. I might have to take a little, but normally it will be active and then I can switch it on and off. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will do two different measurements for each speed, 80, 100, 120 kilometers per hour GPS speed. And then also for the braking test and the acceleration test, I have the draggy device mounted here with some putty. Yeah, hopefully it stays there. So this is one very accurate, well actually 10 FPS. GPS based stuff, and then here we have the app. So now you guys know the setup, and now I'll have to wait for it to calibrate. I think I need to take a little trip and then we see. brake number 1. Alright, we're back home now. So before I show you guys the result, remember that it could sound like when we drive at 80 kilometers per hour, we have actually some significant less humming when the ANC was on. And then at 100 kilometers per hour, there was also a little bit of effect, but not that audible. But then at 120 kilometers per hour, at least I couldn't hear the difference with or without ANC. And then if you look at the result here, you see that with the ANC, it's actually a 3 decibel improvement. That is huge. 3 decibel is humongous, and then here at 100 kilometers per hour it's almost 2 decibel, which is still quite significant, but here it's nothing. And I mean, how much is really 3 decibel? Well, you see here, Model 3 Performance, you know that one I used to own, MC Hammer. I went to Bilkomponenter and they added extra soundproofing in the doors, in the trunk and everything, and I couldn't measure any difference. That's, you know, you really have to probably redesign the whole car to get better soundproofing. You can't make a fat e-tron out of a Model 3. That's what I'm saying. But then somehow, magically, with ANC, then you can actually do it. This is a Taycan, remember? Because look here, 62, what was it again? Yeah, 62 decibel. How much is that? Look here, Fat e-tron Black Edition has 62 decibel. And this is a German car with lots of thick and heavy soundproofing. The German cars, one of the reasons why they are so heavy is because they have so much soundproofing. And somehow Tesla, which is a lot lighter with some smart software and some speaker in the head near the headrest, can actually achieve really good result. But then here 65 decibel, okay, versus then the Fat e-tron is better. It seems like, okay, when you go faster, then passive soundproofing is better. But still, you know, Tesla can still make the cars fairly light, which has lots of benefits. And then I guess as long as you don't cruise that fast, then really no big deal. Well, you can actually get pretty good soundproofing. But okay, another thing I would point out is that if it's off for some reason, right, then we are talking about 67 decibel. This is even for winter result. And then if you look up here, you see that the Raven, the previous generation with summer tires, I haven't tested winter tires, but you see that that one is 67 decibel. So I get the impression that winter tires should be maybe lower than this 66 or whatever. So my impression after testing this car for many days now is that the soundproofing here isn't that great. Like, okay, we have double glazed window here and here. Yes, okay, that helps, but it doesn't really help since the rest of the car is leaking in lots of noise. So I guess there's noise coming from the wheel arches. Maybe the door is not that, but okay, the door seal here is better because it seems like we have a deeper closing sound. But as long as the rest of the car is leaking in noise, then double glazed window is not going to help, just like in the Model 3 like I experienced. But when I tested Fat e-tron with and without the acoustic glass, then I get the impression that the acoustic glass did help. But that's because most of the car, you know, the German cars, they are really noise sealed kind of, right? And then when you have a little like a hole where noise can leak in, which is the glass, when you have double glazed window there, then it actually helps. Yeah, that's my impression after testing so many cars now. So yeah, we're talking about thousands of hours they were testing just for the noise tab here. But okay, so when it comes to braking, by the way, yeah, okay, back to the car wow topic, right? Okay, some people, they said that, oh, but you know, during the car wow video, it was -5 degrees Celsius, and then the winter tire has an advantage. No, winter tire, they never have an advantage, even if it's really cold, versus summer tires. Look here, for example, Plaid, bad result. Okay, it was cold, yeah, but still, here we have summer tire with 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm going to point out something here. Look here. Look at the weight here. 2,200 kilograms. Aria, 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, good braking distance. Okay, what about the Renault Megane? Okay, no, that here Volvo, for example. Volvo, right? Volvo they are safe cars. Okay, slightly lighter actually, but still, despite being lighter, at the same temperature outside, but with winter tire and also dry tarmac, then the Volvo does it poorly. So this really shows you that as long as you have winter tire braking on dry asphalt, then the winter tire will do it worse. Winter tires, they are designed to do it well on snow and ice. You know, take any of these summer tires and brake them on snow versus winter tires, and the winter tire will be way better than the summer tires. I don't know if this makes any sense. I did not explain it in the Car Wow video, but I mean, it should be obvious, right? Maybe it's not obvious. But okay, so the Plaid actually didn't do it that well. You say, yeah, but that's because Tesla has shitty brakes. Well, I think I have some better tests here. Here, look here. Tesla Model S Performance Raven, that's the previous generation Tesla. Wait, it's even heavier than the Plaid. How come it has so much better braking performance? We're talking about almost 10 meter better braking here because it had summer tires. Okay, anyway, last one you want to see is acceleration. So yes, this is the problem again. Tires. You see, the problem is that the Nuke and R5 here, they are soft and they don't offer enough grip. And also, I found out something else. If you look up on the registration data here, you'll see that originally this car is supposed to take 255 width in the front and then 285 width in the rear, or even wider, which means that for some reason Marcus, he put narrower tires than I think what is barely legal. So this is just, supposedly this is barely legal. It's too narrow. That's the problem. We need rubber to put the power down because we're talking about over 1,000 horsepower here. So yeah, according to spec, again, okay, and one thing also I need to point out is that Tesla, for some reason, when we talk about spec on Tesla, on the performance model, they will actually supply the spec versus with 1 foot rollout. That's why you see here, this one is according to, okay, and the formula is gone in this spreadsheet, but you see that the diff here is then here, yeah. But when for other non-performance Teslas, the one with long range or whatever, then they take this one, the one from standstill, but the rest of the car industry uses the standstill. So this is kind of like sneaky advertisement from Tesla. But that's why when I say, you know, result versus spec for performance, I have to look for the one with the 1 foot rollout. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's not 2.1 second. It's 1 second slower. Why? Because of the tires. The tires were really struggling. I think I have another one. Here, this one, EQS 53 4MATIC. Wait, did I actually test it? Oh yeah, I did. You see, this one is also slower than spec, just a little bit slower though. I'm not sure why, because yeah, I'm not sure. Wait. Yeah, this was actually not that bad, but normally what I want to point out is that normally the Mercedes or even the German cars, they will perform better than spec. I have some examples down here with BMW, for example. You see, this one was slightly faster, okay, but I think that's one, yeah, okay. I think this one is Pilot Alpine. Is that the Central European tire? But I have a good one here. Yeah, the Audis in general, no, not the Audis, but the BMW. Look here, this is a prime example. According to spec, 5.7 seconds, and it's 5.1 second. And the same goes for the Mercedes also I tried. You see EQC, same there. So which means that most likely the EQS up here, where was it again? Shit, here, yeah, the EQS here should be faster than 3.6 or 3.4. Maybe it's 3.3, 3.2 if we had proper tires. Yeah. But I think maybe the reason why this EQS still did it quite well is because it had relatively fat tires. So that helps, of course. When it comes to acceleration and braking, then fat tires really help. So yes, eventually what I need to do is try to get some, well, it's kind of hard now. We are still in February. But if I can get some summer tires on, that doesn't make any sense. But okay, if I can get some Central European tires, we tested them before, some places. Actually, during the moose avoiding test, right, with a BMW iX, I actually had Central European tires, and yeah, from what I heard, they do brake better on dry asphalt because they're supposed to be working most of the time around the rest of Europe, like Germany, France, you know, over there, and they might have just bare asphalt most of the time, so they will work better. And then the carve-out video, they actually use Central European tire, but still, you know, when you brake from 160 kilometers per hour, summer tires will still be way better than Central European winter tires. But yeah, if I have an opportunity to test it, I have to ask Marcus. We can mount it on. Okay, they became dark. If we can mount it on, that would be great, and we can find out more about this Plaid, because I feel like I'm not done testing the Plaid yet. But okay, one last thing I need to point out, by the way, when it comes to the carve-out video, since I have you guys here, is that many people say that, yeah, but you know, the Plaid has shitty brakes. Yes, but you know, you have to know the difference between one brake for a moose, like an emergency braking for a moose or a pedestrian or a child, right? Then the Tesla will do it very well. Like I pointed out before, the Model Y had the shortest braking distance ever tested by me so far. That's mainly because Teslas are in general quite light compared to many of the fat German cars. But what you guys are mixing up is braking performance when you push it hard on a track. Then ceramic brakes will do it better, but just for one single brake, like they did on CarWow, you know, any brake will do it quite well. But then, of course, if you push it hard many times, the brakes on the Tesla will eventually fade. Yeah, and then you have poor braking performance. But just for a single braking, no problem. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you learned something from this video, and I think, wait. Man, I tend to mess up the end nowadays. Okay, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.